So once you have some inspiration, for example, you're shopping around, saw this really nice piece of textile, and you feel like, I wonder how this will look like as a shoe. What we can do is you can fold it into a triangle. It will look like a shoe tip, and then you'll see it's a lot of stuff. It's enough stuff for a design. And then you look for suppliers. One of them probably could also make your shoe last or your mold for it. It's called a shoe last. What they can do for you is create a shoe last based on the style you want, on the design. You also have a library of shoe lasts and shapes that they can use. Have it wrapped with masking tape. Just design
or start drawing on it.
Sketching your design on it. Or the pattern making, and make the pattern for you. Stretch it out, and it's gonna look like a pattern like this. Which then is given to your upper maker, the person making the upper. The upper is the upper part of the shoe. And they're going to make, with the fabric that you've chosen or the leather, your upper like this. So it's really the same thing. You can select the different leathers. You can have really nice suedes or different kinds of colors. Like this is a nice graphite. So now we have the upper.
Yeah.
It's very interesting right now what it does. What they've done to reinforce the size is to put what they call raya. That's what they call it, raya.
Raya.
So this actually what this does, this raya does, is it reinforces the size.
And I guess it makes it also friendlier to your feet.
Your shoemaker or cobbler will set it on the mold, on the shoe last,
like this,
and stretch it well with his hammer and with his nails until finally you have the shoe, the upper wrapped onto the mold.
Look at look how they do it.
It's an art form. It's a craft. I mean, a lot of people can't do it. And the way they've been doing it because of a lot of training.
Because there are no bumps and no folds, see?
Exactly. It's a lot of bunched up material that they've actually skived very well or thinned out. So it evens out when you put the insole.
The insole, right.
Most insoles for shoes, especially higher end ones, should have a shank. A shank is there so that this part of the shoe will not bend. If there's no shank there, this part detaches this much, and you have a deformed shoe and probably an accident as well.
Right.
And then what they do is screw on your heel.
And depending on the height of your shoes, then you'd probably need the platforms or not.
And now you have a finished product. There are ways to increase the value of that shoe just by adding a few more details or accessories for design. You just have one color and you want to extend the design, or you only have one shape of mold. And you say, you know what, instead of just changing colors, I also want to be having more styles. Let's say you have these nice appliques. What you can do is have them onto the shoe. Immediately, it's a different pair
That's
already.
True. Look at that.
What you can do is you have some lace details, and again, it becomes a different shoe. Also, or with the yellow, might look good also. You can add a few more things. For example, I like adding crystals, for example. Or you can add really nice silver attachments. This ones came from Philippines. And place it on your shoe as an applique. This is a nice ribbon. I like the way they're done because you can stretch it back or push it back in. It becomes an easy ribbon to make. And then you can have that on your shoe also. Yeah?
Yay!
Again, on the shoe, made. So with the same mold, with the same kind of leather, with just different attachments, you can create more very interesting designs. If you have a 500 peso shoe, and you have, let's say, a 100 peso ribbon, by just adding the small ribbon that costs just 100 pesos, really can sell this shoe for something that's more expensive, let's say 3,000 or more. Because right now, because of this detail, it becomes a different shoe altogether.
And it does look more expensive than just a plain black pair of shoes. Now, pag halimbawang nagbubuo ka ng sapatos at nagbubuo ka ng collection, di ba? Anong dapat mong iisipin? Kasi syempre gusto mong kumita, gusto mong makabenta. Should you sacrifice quality para mas mababa yung presyo mo so that more can buy your product?
Ang gusto mo magkaroon is parang return customers.
Right.
And merong word of mouth marketing yan eh. Pag sinabi nila sa kumare nila, sa kamag-anak, ito lang bilhin mo kasi sa akin nga tumibay o tumagal ng siguro mga ilang taon. So maganda yung word of mouth. So magandang sa simula pa lang maayos na para yung dati mong bumili na magiging suki at para mas marami ka bang suki sa kinabukasan. So what we've done is by just adding a few design details, you can recreate or use more the patterns or the shapes or molds that you have invested in. And now you have more styles for your collection to launch. So, but please don't forget all the manufacturers and the subcontractors that you need for your business can be found in our website, designparasalahat.com.
That's very helpful.